Hello guys, we are back with another Leetcode problem and today is day 10 of February. Let's see the today's question, and today's question is subarray sum equals k, and it's fall in the category of medium and it's a highly likely. This question you have to must do because it's a most asked question in interview as such. So let's dive into the question. What's actually question asked? So you have a given an array of integer nums and an integer k. Let me point out just, and what's your duty? You have to return the total number of continuous subarray whose sum equal to the k. So that's a pretty much straightforward. Let's understand the question with using the example one, so it makes some more clear and sound. So you have given an input this 111, and what you have to do, you have to find out the subarrays which whose sum is equal to k. In this case we have a given k is equal to 2, means we have to find out the such a subarray which whose sum is equal to 2. So let's try to find out in which. So one of the answer will be this subarray, and another answer will be this subarray, and what the total number of subarray in this case 2. So that's why we are returning 2 here. Let's see example 2 for making a more clearance. So what you have to do, given k is equal to 3, so you have to find out a such type of subarray whose sum is equal to 3. So in this case there is a two possibility. One possibility is this, and another possibility is along 3. So that's the probability. So how can we do that? So one of the brute force approach is that we are going to generate all the subarrays. After generating subarrays, we are going to find out which whose sum is equal to k. And if we found that, we just enhance our counter. Let's make in this case ans. We just enhance our ans in this case. So it's my brute force approach, and it takes it 2 power and factorial. So it's not a good solution. So what should we do to make a good solution? In this case, what I'm going to do, but first and foremost, I use the slide variable sliding window technique. We can do that, but here I notice our key values lie in the minus 10 power 7 to 10 power 7. What does this actually mean? My nums I actually possess negative value 2. So in that case, what the sound, we can't use the window sliding window technique. In this case normally sliding window technique, because there is a might possibility we have given, we want to make a 1, but we have given, let's say 1, 10, minus 12. So let's just do. So what we are going to do, if we want to find, if we given a k is equal to 1 and we want to try use the sliding window technique, in this case we just take 2 and 2 is a less than, so we don't going to pick this element. We are coming to here, this 10 is also lesser than, we can't pick this element. Okay, let's make it 13, sorry for that. And if we pick this 13, it's a less than, we just pick it, and that's it. But we can't find any solution. But in that case one solution is uh, okay, this, when if we take this 2 plus 10, sorry it's 11, my bad, minus 11, if we take this 3, we can make k equal to 1. But in this case we don't have, if we use that sliding window technique. So I'm going to do something better. So what I'm going to do, let me just write the code and you understand what I'm actually want to say to you, and try to explain you. So what I'm going to do, I'll assume it. Let's make it in initially, if I didn't traverse my array, let me just, if I didn't traverse this array, what's my actual sum? I'll try to compute the pre-computed sum and then do some computation, then try to find out the answers. So in the initial beginning stage, my sum is equal to 0. What's actually sound? I didn't traverse, or my array is empty, or I didn't traverse. There are the two sound it make right now. Okay, and okay, it make two sounds. Now the thing is that what I'm going to do, and I made an answer variable too, in which I'm going to store my answer. How many that such type of subarrays are present in that case. And let's try to use any data subset data set. So I'm using a map, and let me explain why I'm using map here little bit later, so you understand more clearly. And in initially case, but initially my map having the value 0. Did you understand? Let's right now my sum is equal to 0. What I'm going to do, I'll edit my sum. Initially my sum is 0. So what it is stored, it stores something in the map is equal to sum is equal to 0. I'll just add it 1. Initially it's my own duty. What I'm going to, why I do this thing, because this sum have the value 0. When my sum have this value 0, it indicate in initially my sum have the value 0 in my map 2. So that's why I'll just use this thing. So let me just try to traverse this array. For traversing this array, num nums dot size and I plus plus. Okay, so here what I do, initially what I'm going to do, I'll add it into my ans every index. I'll edit this starting one into my nums and try to find out this. Initially my map contain 1, map sum is equal to contain 1. If what I'm going to do, I have to find out the key. And what I'm actually do here, I'll find out into my map dot find sum minus k. Why I'm doing this, I'll tell you later. Mp dot, and just write me the code, guys. Please take some patience. Mp dot sum minus k plus plus and ans sorry map sum plus plus. Okay, let me just tell you why I'm doing this thing to understand more clearly. Plus equal to and return ans here. Yes, so let me explain this thing. Let's assume my k is equal to having the value 0 in initially. So in that case, let me just take another example for making some sound. I have a this 001. Let's make some gaps, and my k having the value 02 and my k having value 0. I have to find out sum whose sum is equal to 0. In that case, what I'm going to do, initially my map sum is equal to 1, so I'll initiate it with 1 here. Initially when I traverse this, I'll this num I indicate adding this into my sum, and sum having value 0. After updating, what I'm going to check here, my map dot find sum having a value 0 minus k having also value 0. In that case we find 0. Is it 0 key is present in my map? And yes, it's present. So what I'm going to do, in ans my map sum initially contain 1, it's going to add it, and my map sum my ans going to update with 1. In that case, let me write ans 2, and ans updating from 0 to 1 in that case. So that's it. Again what I'm going to do, what it's actually run this loop, and in this case it pointing here and adding into that. Then again I'm just doing same thing, and in this case it's also find out map having the values 2 because it's going to update. So what I'm going to do, it add 2 plus my previous value means 3. In that case I have a 3. So how to generate a 3? So let's talk about only this case. So I can choose this 0 alone, I can choose this 0 alone, or maybe I can choose these zeros alone, so, containing both. So that's the thing is doing here. So I guess you understand what I'm actually doing here. So let's run this code, guys, and it's accepted. Let's submit this code, and it's accepted. So if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. I resolve your doubt as soon as possible. Until then, keep grinding guys, and meet me another video. Okay, bye.